Very good day to all of you, and this presentation is about the opportunities created by COVID-19 pandemic in real estate education in Sri Lanka. And this is still an ongoing research project which was done by Gamage, Bandara, and Terence Gunawardhana of University of Jayewardenepura, Sri Lanka. As we all know, in late 2019, a viral outbreak was occurred, known as corona virus, and within few months, that has spread into many countries, and a pandemic situation was announced by the World Health Organization. The lifestyles of the people were changed, and the lockdown situations were occurred, especially in Sri Lanka. From March to June, there were 3 months which the country was locked down. And from this chart, we are showing the number of daily patients identified in Sri Lanka. As you can see, until the start of the October, there were very minimum number of cases, but as soon as the October month started, the number has increased, and in the day before yesterday, there were 616 patients, and in yesterday, there were 650 patients. And this shows the total number of patients in the country, and majority of the patients are recovered from the virus, and we can say that there is only 160 deaths in the country compared to the 21 million of population. So we can say that up to now, Sri Lanka is doing well when managing the COVID-19 pandemic situation in the country. So according to the World Bank, education is a human right, and it is a powerful driver of development of a country. So we can say that it's a process of giving and acquiring knowledge, skills, and values. And education system of most countries were based on traditional education methods before the pandemic, but after the pandemic, it has turned into virtual education methods. And by this slide, we are planning to give some knowledge about the real estate market in Sri Lanka. And as we all know, we had a 30-year civil war, and soon after the finish of the war, the real estate market has been on a steady line of growth, and the experts in the market expect the market to hit its peak during 2020 to 2025. And one of the biggest facts in that when it comes to yields is that the real estate properties has the highest returns than any other investment class. I think that's a very significant fact. So I can say that Sri Lanka is really counting on real estate industry, and for that a steady base is required, and that can be provided by real estate education. So real estate education means simply studying anything and everything about the built environment. In general perspective, COVID-19 seems to have generated tons of negative effects, but there are some opportunities when it comes to real estate education. So the objective of this study is to identify opportunities created by the COVID-19 pandemic in real estate education in Sri Lanka. And there are lots of literature reviews, and it has included in our article especially. And in this, we are going to identify the research methodology of the study, and we have divided this research into three parts. One is from the perspective of industry experts. For that, we have taken information from real estate professions in the country, and then the perspective of educators. And for that, we have taken information from academicians of selected universities which offers real estate courses in Sri Lanka. And the final perspective was the undergraduates perspective. And for that, we have taken information from the undergraduates who have followed real estate courses in Sri Lanka. And there were a lockdown situation, so we had to use the online survey methods, and we have created three different Google Forms, and the analysis was done by SPSS software. And this shows the demographic profiles of different perspectives, and there were 40 responses for industry experts, and out of them 16 were real estate valuers and 8 were quantity surveyors. Likewise, and this is for the accommodations, and this is about the undergraduates, and 70% of the information of the undergraduates are from a particular university. That's mainly because that university holds the majority of the degree programs which are related for real estate in Sri Lanka. And to continue the remaining part, I would like to invite Shehani Gamage.
Thank you, Chamal. Okay, now we are stepping to see what are the opportunities of the COVID-19 outbreak in real estate education. So, as we already mentioned above, we have got our information from three different perspectives. So here, it says that from the perspective of industry experts, they have come up with opportunities like they say that physical attendance for lecture is not required, which means that this is a huge opportunity for all the students who engage with their studies to being in their comfortable zone, which means this is especially for benefited for the students who are from the hostels, boardings, so they can engage with their studies being with their families as well. And then it says that students can merge with industry for effective educational discussions. Especially this is for the conferences, which means that as we already know, in the physical scenario, there are several limitations occurred due to the limitations of participants, and then but in the virtual platform there is no any limitation, so everyone who are interested that they can engage with the industry experts with the educational discussions. And then when it comes to the industrial trainings as well, it also can be done very effectively because according to the Sri Lankan context, we know that it is goes to the students. Students have to work at the daytime and they have to come to the university for the evening for their academic works. But due to this pandemic, due to this virtual study session introducing, they can engage with their lectures, their studies as where they are, as their comfortable zone at that particular time. And then it is also says that investing modern technology also enhance really effectively according to the perspective of industry experts. Now we are moving on to the what are the perspectives, opportunities come out of the perspective of academicians. So it says that they have said that students have enough time to think and read and grab the knowledge. Yes, because there is no any traveling costs, so students have no any wasting time of going here and there. So it is they have enough time to think about and get additional knowledge for their work. And then yes, there are flexible working hours because, for example, if I taken if particular lecture was could not attend to the lecture, then particular lecture should be have to be cancelled at the previously. But due to this virtual study system, then all the work is then lecture also could conduct the lecture as usual. So this is really a huge, big opportunity for both lecturers and undergraduates. And there are some recorded sessions also uploaded, so students can rewatch it again and again, and they can cover up all the doubt areas. And then moving on to the perspective of the undergraduates, they say that they have more opportunities on having technologies, improvement of the knowledge. So it is really helpful for them for effective and efficiency of enhance effectiveness and efficiency of their work. So, and they have opportunity to grab some quality learning materials, because we have time and we have all searching engines, so we can grab all the quality learning materials throughout this pandemic. And we have some free online courses on according to the real estate education. So those are really important for enhanced for our future career. So those are really helpful, and students can join in on the industrial learning during daytime, and that was which I discussed before. It is come out as opportunity of the undergraduate perspective as well. So, and the real estate education discussions also. And then when it comes to the usage of new technologies, here these charts shows clearly when it comes to the industry experts to the undergraduates, the usage of the new technology, industry experts only 50%, and it has increased up to 66 from the academic staff, and undergraduates, it is says a majority, which is nearly 85%, they have used the new technology during this session. So it is really a good opportunity for everyone. And then when it comes to the strengths of the COVID-19 outbreak in real estate education, we could identify from the three perspectives separately. For the industry experts, usage of technology is really there. And then for the academic staff, they say that having short sessions and record sessions, those are really attract students more than having long sessions. So, and with the perspective of undergraduates, they say that uploaded of videos is really important for them to clarify all the doubts that they have during the studies. And not only the positive side, we have come up with several negative side as well. They're like weaknesses also. In the industry experts, they said that they have some restricted interaction with others. Yes, it is somewhat difficult having not interacted with other people, and then to do the work. And when it comes to the academic staff, it is said that they have the lack of infrastructure facilities like internet, computers, likewise. And then when it comes to perspective of undergraduates, yes, lacking field work, it is really something, because actual field work experience is somewhat difficult to get from the online perspective. And when it comes to the threats also, here in the industry experts, they say difficulty in engaging field works, and academic staff, they say as students are already almost the day they are engaging with the technology. So at the end of the day, so there can be a student who made up with the non-natural and tech-oriented. So that is a threat. And then with the perspective of undergraduates, we can see that undergraduates have more time to be graduated and employed due to the postpone of the examinations due to this pandemic. And this is the summary of our analysis that we are come up with from several perspectives, like we have strengths and we have weaknesses, threats and technologies, apart from the opportunities as well. And then, so in the here, to show you that COVID-19 is a huge dark cloud, but there is a huge silver line called opportunities. So all those negative sides also can be saluted in the perspective of context of education. So here, these are some possible solutions that we are come up with. And in the perspective of academic staff, they say that the most best method of assessing the success of a student is continuous assessment. And then they say tutorials is also needed. And apart from that, they have suggested some solutions like we can rearrange the modules of degree programs and practical modules for the final year students, and familiarizing with the BIM and GIS softwares like that. And then when it comes to the perspective of undergraduates, they say that university can rearrange course modules with the short-term curriculums, which is eligible for the can be merged with the situations like this. And students should be encouraged to do innovations and learning and teaching as well. So here we are come up with some recommendations for more analytical researchers here. Through this study, we are come up with says that more opportunities for the teaching and learning for theory subjects than the practical. But we are recommending that further study should be needed to show how those practical subjects also taught during in the pandemic situation very effectively and efficient manner. And apart from that, we are come up with some real estate education perspectives as well. So finally, I would like to give my heartiest gratitude to the European Real Estate Society for giving us this great opportunity, and my Department of State Management and Valuation, University of Sri Lanka, for encouraging us for these kind of great opportunities. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening us.
Thank you very much. We'll move straight on. That was excellent. We'll move straight on to the last presentation. And during this time, you might want to think about texting through questions for the presenters. We'll only have 5 minutes or so, which I'll explain shortly.